You know, the best thing about life is that there is no peak. You can always grow to be better than you were yesterday. I really love that quote so much that honestly it's one of the main things that keeps me going each day. It gives me the motivation to set goals in this life where truly anything is possible if you try hard enough. But a lot of people have goals, so I'm not really that special for having them, right? Well, not exactly. See, a lot of people think they have goals, but most people just have dreams. And in this video, I want to give my opinion on why those aren't the same thing, like at all. You see, I'm an artist. I do many things, but let's just focus on music for this video. I was always the type to search for knowledge about what I can do to be successful in music. And I'd always run into people who would ask the same question. And that was always, what are your goals in music? What are your goals with doing music? Anything like that. And naturally, I'd say something like, oh, I want to blow up, I want to get big, blah, blah, I want to do this, do that. But like, as soon as I said that, I would see a lot of people like immediately lose interest in the conversation. Until one day, I ran into one guy and I told him the same thing, like I gave him the same response when he asked me that question. And he just firmly said, that's not a goal. And he didn't really elaborate anymore off of that, you know? Which, in that moment, just left me more confused than, I was starting off. I sat on the question for months and honestly, I forgot about it completely after a while. I just kept growing with my music naturally by building patterns and sticking to them consistently. I was building myself through sheer discipline alone. Honestly, in this time I had grown a pretty decent fan base in my city, even headlining a few shows. I finally got to a point in my music journey where I was finding other artists that were on the same path as me, and then I heard it. That same question that I was asked so long ago. What are your goals in doing music? But this time it wasn't asked to me. The question was asked to someone else while I was just a bystander in the room. The person who asked the question swiftly replied, oh, I want to blow up my music and be heard all over and appreciated. And in that moment, it hit me. It wasn't a big shock. Honestly, it felt more like common sense to me. But I said to myself, that's not a goal. I reflected and finally understood why I was told that so long ago. Why people would seem uninteresting in conversation after I said that. Becoming a big artist was not my goal. It was the product of my goals. Or, in other words, my dream. See, the thing about goals is that they're usually straightforward assignments that you can check off of a list, but dreams are very abstract and they have multiple ways that you can get to them. They have multiple ways that you can achieve them. So dreams and goals are not the same. Think about it this way. If someone asks, what's your goal at the gym when you go? You wouldn't say, oh, I want to be fit and become healthier. The proper, or maybe you would say that, but that's not really your goal when you're going to the gym that day, The proper answer would be something along the lines of listing a workout routine. Oh, when I go to the gym, I'm gonna do 50 push-ups, 50 weighted squats, and run a mile on the treadmill, or something like that. You see, what I'm getting at, all of those things are straightforward assignments that will lead to becoming more fit and healthy. The bottom line is that goals are the steps that lead you to your dreams. Now, I want to end this video asking you a question like, what are your goals and what are your steps to getting to your goals or achieving them? Type your answer in the comments if you made it this far. And see you next time.